You're in charge of the Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we on the evening? Hands up if you can hear me. Hands up if you can look at that. You guys are interesting. Fantastic. Okay. So welcome to DemoNightLx. Coming here. I'm going to tell you the rules of the game and how it all plays today. Okay. Who is the first timer here at DemoNightLx? You are not the first. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So welcome to Bay's Business School. We are live streaming, so if you say anything bad, it's going to be checked right now. Okay? I'm sure I'm your host. Yana is also a host, and Matt is also a host. If you see us running to the exit, please follow. If you see us say shh, then be shh. If we ask you to clap, what do you do? Right, guys? This is your thing for love to the people that come to the stage. Okay? So we want you to give a much love, and then you get back. The first person to speak is Paolo. He's come here to tell you about his book and a few other things. We're going to give him 5 minutes to say hello. So welcome, Paolo, to as much love as you can. Oh, I think you know who Paolo is. He is an investor. He is the president emeritus of the European Safety Association. And he has also written a very interesting book called The Zero Seller. Thank you.
Sorry, cut. Maybe this one would be better and everyone can hear you.
So Stuart invited me. I published this book in US, in the United States, and with Forbes Books. And I got #1 in Amazon US and Barnes & Noble in several categories. So if you are a startup founder and you want to mitigate risk and you want to fundraise very successful, you can buy this in Amazon, the book. Just telling some of my experience with entrepreneurs, and I'm an angel investor, and I've been an entrepreneur for many, many years. I see a lot of entrepreneurs with the mindset that I have a fantastic idea, and the risk is for the investors. So I just pitch to them. There is a study from Ivan that surveyed more than 600 angel investors and asked them what were the main reasons why you decided not to invest in some of the startups that you declined the investment. And you know what is the reason? The main reason. First one, 87%. Too many risks. It was too many risks. The second reason is about valuation. And then all the other small reasons that are not so relevant. So the main reason for investors not to invest is not lack of money, it's because for them there is too much risk. But don't forget one thing that is very, very important. That the decision of investors is made not based on real risk, but based on their perceived risk. So if you want to fundraise, you need to understand what are the risks that they are perceiving in terms of your business so that you can try to fundraise. Let me give you some just idea of very simple, one of the tips that I put here in the book, more than 100 tips. One way to pitch to an investor is to say, hey, I need 500,000 pounds. I'm going to open five shops or 5 branches of this business. In each of them, I'm going to invest 100,000 pounds. So I need your 500,000. So what is the risk of the investor? 500,000. Another way to pitch is the following. Look, I want your commitment of 500,000 pounds, but I will open the first branch, and when I have 100,000, and when I have 2,000 clients and break even, then I will ask you to put another 100,000, and I will open the second branch. And then when I have 4,000 clients break even, I will open the third branch, and you will put another 100,000. What is the risk of the investor? 100,000. And then you can say to the investor the following: look, for the first branch, I talked with the manufacturer of the equipment that I will buy the equipment for 100,000, and I told them and I agreed with them that if it fails the business in 1 year, they will buy back the equipment for 50% of the price, 50,000 pounds, and this money will come back to you, investor. And so, what is the risk of the investor? 50,000 pounds. And then you say, hey, by the way, EIS, EIS or Seed Enterprise Investment Scheme, you can deduct as well. So the tax break. So in the end, the investor says, oh, there is not so much risk here, so I can invest. What do you think? Investors will invest first the 500,000, the first pitch, or on the second one? What is the willingness of the investor? If you want to know more, read the book. Thank you very much.
So Paolo joined us obviously from Portugal. Although I live here in London now, right? And what's really cool for everybody who hasn't followed Canopy before is our next demo night will be in Lisbon during the Web Summit week, and somebody who takes the stage tonight will be invited to come with us to Lisbon and actually be there and take their demo into the Web Summit week. It's our signature event every year. We enjoy it very much. We get about 1,000 sign-ups for the event, and we get a lot of publicity from it. So how would you describe the Web Summit?
And the book for the winner tonight.
Oh, and the winner gets the Zero Risk Startup and a date with Paolo. Okay, so first rule about demo night. Where's my stuff? Demo night is not a pitch. This is about people showing you what they work on and you giving them questions and feedback. The currency of tonight is your feedback. So you get free pizza, you get free drinks, you get to stand in this beautiful place with this lovely view, and all we ask of you is that you use your brains tonight to ask questions. If you really want to use your brains after you bought Paolo's book, you will also join our membership, and that helps us keep going. It's quick thing. And what you will find, this quote really summarizes some of the best thinking that we have about how demo night works. Okay, so you can read, hopefully, but what it says is all that you touch, you change, and all that you change, changes you. So you ask the question, you learn. You ask the question, they learn. As we do this tonight, we all learn. And we all learn. I've been doing this since 2016. We launched in Somerville, Massachusetts. We had a guy called Noam Chomsky who gave a keynote speech. He opened about the role of innovation in peaceful national security. Really interesting topic. If you want to watch it, it's on the YouTube channel. We've been doing this pretty much every month uninterrupted since 2016 in one place or other. Okay, next slide, please. Where's Michael? Michael, you have 5 minutes to demo. And then 5 minutes Q&A. Michael will like 50 minutes, so I'm just going to make it clear. 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. How many is it? Just 5. Michael was one of my students at Farmer. I can do this with Michael. So, and in that 5 minutes Q&A, you can also put your questions into Mentimeter. Can you see the code at the top of the slide? So if you go to mentor.com and put that code in, you will get a copy of all these slides, which you can flick through if you want. You can vote, you can ask questions, and every demo wants you to do that. Okay? So I want you to fiddle with your phone. I want to see you texting Mentimeter all the way through here, and at the Q&A session, all your questions will come up and start. Okay? Anybody confused so far? You all know the rules. What's next? Rooted. Where are you, my friends? Rooted is going to be the first update. He's going to give you 4 slides and talk about what you're working on. And at the end of the presentation, we're going to see your vote on if you get it, if you invest in it, if you recommend it to a friend. So you had a little glimpse of that before. There you go. And at the end, you will get the results of what you voted. Please go on and now. So please remember that clapping thing we talked about? See how good you can do this? That's really awesome. Yeah, Matt. going to be your man.
Thank you. Thanks for clapping before you even heard me speak. That's very generous of you. Hi, everyone. My name is Annabelle Collinson. I'm the co-founder of Rooted. Thanks so much for having me tonight, by the way. I will keep it short and sweet. I want to start out by saying that this idea came out of conversations just like the ones we're having in this room. So it's so great to be in a room like this where our story was born, and I'm sure other great ideas are being shared this evening. Go to the next slide for me, please. Thank you. Okay. Rooted is an AI-enabled gamified platform that helps Gen Z take climate action at scale. This was born, like I said, out of many, many conversations, one of which I had with my friend Marisol. And Marisol and I were talking about our frustrations with the climate crisis and how it was really difficult to figure out what to do. And Marisol told me she had climate anxiety, which was obviously hard to hear, but slightly reassuring and comforting because I too really struggled with climate anxiety. And I'm not alone. 70% of Brits between the ages of 16 to 35 really struggle with climate anxiety. And it's not because they don't want to do something. Like Marisol, they feel really deeply that the climate crisis is a major issue and they want to do something about it, but frankly, they just don't know how to help. So Rooted is solving that. In one short, secure conversation with our custom AI about your skills, interests, preferences, location, and anything else, we're able to match you in minutes with the climate action opportunities that suit you best. Whether that is organizations you can get involved with, events you can attend, donations you can make, community groups you can join. In minutes, we're able to give you a whole host of opportunities to take action, to do something about the climate crisis that actually work for you. Think of it like a dating app, but for climate action. So what does this mean for people like Marisol? For Marisol, she can now rewild weekly. She can make regular donations. She can connect with other like-minded people. It means that she now feels engaged to do something. She feels connected with other people, and she feels empowered, not just because we're giving her tools and resources, because she now knows there's an ecosystem around her that can help her make something happen. This is the power of a platform like this. And we are able to monetize both through subscriptions and surcharges. So that means we're able to have a transactional surcharge, kind of like a tip jar, on all donations made through our platform. And for both users and for charities, there is a freemium subscription. And I should mention, for charities and organizations who need more consistent volunteers, consistent donations, and increased visibility, for small charities especially, this is a game changer. Fine. Let me run you through the team. Like I said, I'm Annabelle, COO and co-founder. I finished my master's at UCL in environment and sustainable development. Spent the last 4+ years in marketing and development for a global legal network. My co-founder Madeline is a Gates Scholar at Cambridge in climate change and culture. Previously worked in the Obama White House. And our CTO Sharian has spent 20 years as a full stack developer. He is a serial climate tech founder. This is his third startup, and his second one is doing pretty well, not too shabby. Most importantly, this is a well-rounded team, but we all feel really deeply that climate anxiety is one of the driving forces of inaction, which means that the antidote to this anxiety is, you guessed it, action. Slide. Thank you. 1.1 billion people worldwide struggle with climate anxiety. That is a growing number, and it's only getting worse as the climate crisis worsens, which means this is a hair on fire problem. It means that this is not just something people can push aside. They wake up thinking about it, they go to sleep thinking about it, which also means we need platforms like Rooted that can help develop resources, shape people's perception of the climate crisis, and re-empower them to do something. I'll leave you with a final number. Right now, every year, 8 to 10 billion pounds go to climate-related charities and organizations around the world. That is not enough money. With a platform like Rooted, we can increase that from about 23 to 31%. Think about that as a transformational sea change for climate action, for the oceans, for forests, for your community, for people you know and love. This is the future of climate action. Thank you.
Here's a lovely panel of people. They're going to ask you some questions. And then we'll open up to the audience, all right? So, Elizabeth, the honor. the first question.
Annabelle, that's fantastic. It's really interesting to learn more. I'd just like to know a bit about your traction, what you've done to date.
Sure, and I'm so sorry I didn't face you earlier. I should have done a fuller spin. We have a couple good pieces of traction. So we've just finalized a partnership with Hammersmith and Fulham Council for our first pilot. What we've been working on previously was an alpha, which allowed us to do really initial testing specifically around that AI conversation focused on generative AI and social intelligence to understand if that conversation worked. Now that we know that it does work and it works well, we're able to launch that pilot into a council and see how it sort of lands with their audience, an audience of people that we know are also really climate anxious and want a platform like this. Our waitlist for the platform is 600 plus, includes individuals, but also individuals from big environmental charities like WWF and Greenpeace and Rainforest Alliance. We won London Social Enterprise Startup of the Year, and the other partnerships that we have in development have about a 700,000 ARR pipeline in development, and respectively could reach about 15 million users. So that's those are the major highlights in terms of traction.
Thank you. And before I hand it over, I just want to know what's your answer. Did I miss it? Sorry.
No, you didn't. Yes. We're raising in tranches. So at the moment, it's looking at around 600,000, but we're certainly up to have conversations about that. But we're raising in stages for tech development specifically. So.
Paolo?
I'm a mentor in a huge European network of for freshwater ecosystem restoration. And I talk with a lot of environmentalist programs. And one of the problems that I would say 99.9% of all the projects is that they don't have anyone with entrepreneurial attitude. They don't have anyone with some business ideas. And they cannot fund, those projects cannot fund because they don't have this mindset. So your platform could be a good way for them to recruit. So they have grants, so basically they are grant addicted. Mm-hmm. So people grant addicted, but they have grants and they can pay a platform like you to find and recruit people to help them. Mm-hmm. And this is where you match both needs.
Absolutely.
I can put you in contact with that group and to be part in the marketplace. They have a marketplace and it will be free of charge. I see a lot of potential in your project, but there are many possibilities there.
That's my favorite question by far. We can stop there if you like.
No, you need to follow this with positivity.
Yeah. What can you offer?
You need to offer two marketplaces because I give you one marketplace.
But Nigel gave a demo when we launched here a couple of months ago. So this poacher game, poacher thing going on.
Hey, it's great to be on this side of the table. That was really good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The question that's burning in my mind is your target audience. Did you say 18 to 35? 18 to 35-year-olds that I know don't have a shed load of money. So you have to grow by volume rather than getting 5 millionaires. What is your strategy for really growing by volume? Because it's going to take forever if it's one person at a time.
Sure. Well, we know that the average donation per person per month in the UK is approximately £27. In our financial model, we've lowered that significantly for the 16 to 35 age range because we know we don't have a shitload of cash. We also have utilized that donation in terms of a subscription. So we're giving it a new treatment, which means that the likelihood of somebody paying in £5 a month to their local charity and frankly forgetting about it and then it recurring is fairly high. So we've sort of built that into our model as well, that it's not an individual one-time donation. We're giving it that recurring treatment. And then building out these partnerships, frankly, is how we're sort of moving into that market in addition to lots of sort of organic marketing as well. But we have definitely in our financial model accounted for the fact that our audience is so young, that donation is going to be lower, it's going to be occurring less. So I do agree with you in one sense, but we've crunched the numbers and we feel good about it nonetheless. Question?
I've crunched the numbers so many times and been wrong so many times.
Sure. Understandable.
Look at that 5 minutes. How can we just let go? Okay, give a round of applause, please. Open the voting. Okay. Okay, we're in lockbox territory now. That's right. Did I get the order right there? What was that? Okay, fantastic. So how's that clapping thing going on?
This microphone slightly more uncomfortable, but I'll do my best. Hi, we're Lockbox. That's nice. On to the next one. I'm Bea Gelder. I am the People and Operations Director at Lockbox. This is Tom. He's the co-CEO and co-founder. I'm going to pass on to him, and he's going to take you through our journey to date. And then I'm going to share where we are.
Thank you. Right, the ask. We're not raising money, so we don't have traditional ask. So our ask is actually to pick our brain. We're not going to try to explain too much about our business in 5 minutes, but hopefully something hands up if you're entrepreneurs on an entrepreneurial journey going there. This is mostly for you guys. Everyone else, hopefully you have as well. Let's go to the next one. Right, elevator pitch. We are Lockbox for a financial inclusion, financial wellbeing business. We've operated in the UK and US since 2017. We've helped over 2 million people to live a richer life. We are for those who need an opportunity to build a demonstrable credit history, to access cheaper, better financial products, and to understand a little bit better about how the financial system works here and in the US. That's what we do. That's what we would tell you today. And if we were doing a better pitch, we etc. We're about 130 people, tens of millions of revenue, not quite 50 million annual revenue. So we're in the scale-up journey. But instead of doing the ask, for those of you who are slightly earlier in the journey, we thought we'd talk about the warts and all journey that it took to get here, because frankly, it's really fucking painful to build a business. Many of you are going to find that out soon. Let's go to the next slide, please. Here it is, right. 2013. So at this particular point, the business was already 4 years old. This website is shit. You will notice this. I hope that you're all embarrassed on your first website. That's the point, right? At this particular point, we were one person, it was me. I had no technical skills, I had no money, no investments, but we had an idea. I thought it was great. No one else agreed at that point. And we were out there to serve a problem that was affecting, at that time, roughly 12 million people. Disappointingly, that number is actually significantly larger today because we haven't ostracized society, and the financial service sectors have not done a great job of that. Let's move on to the next one. Where did it go? 2017. Bear in mind that previous website was already 4 years old. 2017, we have one investor, we have recurring income, we have a couple of regulated businesses within our group, we have now 4 or 5 regulated businesses within the group. We have a couple of hundred customers, maybe 1,000 or 2 customers. We've had a number of run-ins with the incumbents. Incumbents typically don't like innovation. Traditionally, certainly don't like it in the financial service space. We operate in one of the most complex financial service sectors in the world, and what banks really love is you to not fucking change anything at all. Let's go on a little bit more. The new direction. So it's 2021 now. Credit Improver didn't work, not brilliantly. People don't like to pay for a product called Credit Improver when you have financial challenges. So we rebranded to Lockbox. We also discovered entirely new markets and segments for our customer base. We developed a product that would allow you to build your credit score while you save. That was the predominant thrust of the move to Lockbox. We had thousands of customers now. We had raised $1 million or $2 million in early stage investments. That's pretty much where we stopped on investments. We went very purple in this particular rebrand. This is the second of about 9 rebrands we've done since that particular point. A data breach. Yes, we had a data breach by this point. We don't have data breaches. It's exceptionally painful. Let's go to the next one. And that brings you, with a couple of minutes left, I hope, to me to talk about where we are at the moment.
Amazing, thank you. I'm going to read a little bit off my phone here if I can open it. So I guess the use case still exists now more than ever, and I'm sure everyone would agree there is a need for individuals to access good financial products, increase their knowledge, and actually build financial opportunity. We're on the journey. I joined Lockbox 4 years ago. I think we've only really just started describing ourselves as a scale-up, despite scaling probably quite hardcore for the last 2 years. For any Star Trek fans, I'd say you've been in hyperdrive, and now we are really, really rattling around the edges. So we're still in that journey, just in a new phase. What's the good? The good is we've helped millions of customers. We employ 130 people. We found a business model that works. It's a membership model. We moved away from the transactional one product and have a free and paid for version. We found a brand that we love, but we're still validating that with our customers to find out if they love it quite as much as we do. If I really speed up. Okay, the brand, we really messed up in international expansion. Really, really expensive lesson to learn. We have 6 competitors in the market, despite being told sometimes our idea still doesn't really exist. Our biggest challenge is, and I'll just summarize, it's our people and our process. How do we get things done? How do we organize people? How do we make decisions? And that's the biggest challenge we have. And you know what? I don't think we could have solved it 4 years ago, and we're still trying to figure out how to solve it.
Amazing. Give a round. Before I go to Nigel for the first question, Matt, are there any questions on the Q&A thing?
Super simple, free or £2.50 a week, depending whether you want access to our premium service or our free membership. Free membership gives you access to one singular credit building tool where we generate revenue because we're paid by the banks that we work with. So even free generates revenue, but you can still access it should you please.
Nice. Nice. First question.
I think you might have just answered it. That's great. My question is going to be, how do you make money? Because that all sounded great, but I still can't work it out. How do you get to your 50 million annual revenue? I couldn't get that.
Just under 50 million for the live stream. We are predominantly a subscription business, so we're paid by consumers. I mean, we have a mix and varied revenue bag. Predominantly, we are a subscription income business. We get paid by the banks. We work with all the high street banks. Most of the lenders you can imagine, if you apply for a credit card and you can't get a credit card, they'll send you to us. If you check your credit score and you have a bad credit score, they'll send you to us. If you apply for a credit card with an aggregator, they'll send you to us. We get paid by our partner banks. We get paid by the aggregator space that we work with. So imagine we help to boost your financial position, and if you then apply for a credit card or a loan, we'll get paid by them. And predominantly, we are a subscription business.
Got it. Thank you.
Nice. So before we go to Paolo, I'm going to ask you. You've got a question. How do we do this stuff?
I was asked, say in an environment where people owe you a lot of money and they don't know how to invest properly, I get that you have a free subscription basis, but surely that you work with banks. So why I get the to you? Why would they look at you over any other company first time when looking to improve the credit score?
There's a couple of questions there. Can I try and answer them in some
I think
reverse
you said,
order?
why should they trust you?
Why should they trust us? We are, I really hate the answer, we're the biggest, we're the oldest, we're the original. We're regulated for the services that we offer. We know what we're doing. We work with all the partners. I mean, pretty much any of the credit builders in the UK you can pick on. You can trust them because they'll copy our market, which is nice for them and I suppose reasonable for us. In terms of the investment advice, so to be really clear on that one, financial education is an intrinsically important part of financial wellbeing. We still spit people out of schools, colleges, and universities today in 2024, hoping that they would have acquired the skills to succeed by osmosis and nothing more. So investment is probably the last thing on the list. There's a fuckload of normal day-to-day stuff that people need to get right long before you think about investing.
Paolo?
In terms of AI, because of your challenge that you are facing, AI can help some of your challenge. How do you see AI in your business?
With a little bit of fear and a little bit of trust in our absolutely excellent CTO, who has an incredible background in machine learning and AI. I never know where to hold them. So I guess the standard question that lots of businesses are asking, which is how can we actually use it to help scale and amplify our operations, from support to finance to actually in people, and I really hate and have a bit of an issue with AI in hiring and recruitment. It makes me really nervous. But I guess in terms of our technical side, we've got a smashing CTO who's building out the strategy and those figures way over my head.
Okay, so let's go.
I do have a question. Sorry, let me just introduce myself. Founder, 1,000 Black Voices, a global inclusive ecosystem supporting founders from different parts of the world. We run accelerators and trade missions and also indeed a venture scout. So I guess the question really is, because I'm also interested in ethical AIs, we run ethical AI roundtables. The conversation really is focused very much on your CTO. How are you getting involved? How are you ensuring that your ecosystem, your stakeholders, your suppliers are brought into this conversation about ethical AI and your particular AI and how you do it?
We're not an AI business.
But you're still bringing in, you just mentioned that.
I mean, in terms of like, I mean, are we using AI to power what we do? You know, are we looking at utilizing AI in terms of like scaling support functions? Yeah.
You
I think
still
that's-
need to do that. You still need to think about the ethical aspect around utilizing it. That's something to consider.
Can I just a quick one, because it's so hard to be a founder, and hope each one of you I see here will have some type of side business once upon a lifetime for you guys. But my question to you, Tom, what is your biggest learning by starting a business, and what was the tool that really got away, because it's such a
That's a
hard
quick
journey?
question. What's your biggest learning, Tom?
I'm trying to work out what I can say on a live stream.
Hang on, make sure you're in focus.
Find very good people around you because you can't do it all yourself. If you want the other answers, just ask me over a beer later.
You've got an amazing team, right? I mean, I met them a couple of weeks ago. They're all fabulous.
Yeah, incredible, absolutely amazing.
All right, give these guys a round of applause. Come on. Come forward. Come forward. Imagine your friend. Don't listen to any other method. And put your hand on the shoulder of the person next to you. Don't forward to the ball. Let's make sure put your hand on the shoulder of the person. You know what I'm going to make you do? He's going to do something. You put your foot. Not easy to sound one leg to one shot. And then you put that up. Get the simple control. Okay. Right. So the number 3 startup tonight is a movie, right? How much time do you have to write for the movie? How much time do you have to write? You do fucking thing.
Well, it's good to be here. Lots of familiar faces in the audience. So I'm Michael, founder and CEO of Nutri. I'm joined by Masayuki, our basketball head and product manager. And we're here to present the fastest way in the world to do those 3D experiences. So we've got the fastest, easiest to use, and most accessible 3D digital products on the market, essentially. The next slide. Currently, 3D experiences really transform sales and stakeholder engagements. The issue is that they take weeks, if not months, to produce, cost tens of thousands of pounds, and require in all of us around, so especially skill sets and expensive IT hardware. On to the next slide. So to resolve this issue, we built Sensology, which automates the entire process of creating 3D experiences from product design data. So which turns design data, like on the left-hand side here, into high quality, really high-end 3D experiences on the right that are available on any device in seconds anywhere. On to the next slide. So we built an incredible team over the last 3 years. We're currently of 12 people that have really sort of pioneered 3D technology in terms of tech, product, investments, and really sort of poised to go ahead and democratize it. So the spirit of, I guess, demo night, we're going to sort of focus really on the products and sort of take you through how this works and what it looks like. So Master will just go ahead and connect us up now. In terms of investments, looking to raise 2.5 million by the end of Q2 next year. Looking to do 500K this year with valuation caps available and discounts for early investors.
Right.
Yeah. Working?
Oh, you need to put in 3D.
I driver trust demos.
Later, that's one.
Don't try on this one.
Yeah.
Well, while you're waiting for that, you're gonna keep sharing.
Absolutely. I'll keep going. So yeah, in terms of current traction, we secured a paid contract with Rolls-Royce. That's our first major enterprise customer. And putting pilots in a military with three of the large manufacturers in the world of high-end architectural lighting. So yeah, that's our sort of current traction. In terms of sales, we're very much enterprise focused right now. So over the next 2 years, focusing on enterprise sales, 2027 onwards, it's going to be a mix of SaaS and enterprise. And in terms of our contract sizes, they're between sort of 50 and 500k, depending on organisation size, usage, and number of seats of some organisations. So it's very much a B2B SaaS product. Eventually, right now it's enterprise sales, just to sort of build product maturity and enable us to enter into a more SaaS model.
Well, it's taking quite a while to load, but I can show it to you on this screen if that helps. Yeah, that's all right. So yeah, so this is a Dimitri. You can kind of, yeah, right. So it's kind of like a slideshow presentation, but you can present things spatially. So you're able to sort of go from different locations and show information like text-based information, as well as sort of images. You're able to easily upload these images as well by editing the scenes yourself. So this is a great tool if you're working with an architect or engineer or somebody, and you're trying to raise investment or you're trying to get sales. If you don't know how to use CAD or you don't know how these complicated visualization tools work, you can immediately, the Mutri is the best solution for that. You could just log into Mutri, upload the CAD files from the engineer, and you can create a spatial presentation. And this is the first in the industry to be able to do that.
Thank you. Who are your competitors currently?
So in terms of competitors, it's a couple of products like DemoNightLx, Lumion, and Incy, all of which are quite capable, but currently it takes 2 months of experiences with them. It's quite expensive, and for our current customer base, they're just not viable solutions. So
It's loaded.
So and also service-based companies as well who produce these things manually. Also takes months, costs thousands of pounds. With a Dimitri, it's fully automated and it's created in seconds essentially. Right in the web, so no stress and no skills required, just drag, drop, and visualize. So I think we'll see how an experience looks. So this is all automated in its creation. So what's in on the screen here has all been produced by Dimitri from product design data. So there's been no kind of manual intervention or sort of 3D assets or 3D visual involvements in the creation of these experiences. They're really easy to go ahead and share with people. So we can add in users, we can and hosts and guests. So it's really easy for our customers to share experiences across their organizations and with third parties. So it's really the first time that 3D visualization as a notion has been made really easy in terms of content creation, hosting, sharing, and insights gathering. So it's back to sort of really nice to find sort of package running. Yeah, it's mutual.
How do you make money?
So it's annual contracts, enterprise sales to our customers. So range between sort of 50 and 500k annual contracts. So it's very much enterprise sales right now. 2027 onwards is going to be SaaS and enterprise combined.
Are you?
Absolutely, yes.
How do you think you've done so far?
Yeah, if you don't mind, can you just talk about key challenges that you've been facing, if any, in selling these into enterprises, particularly seeing as they've already got some solutions they're being used to? You know, it's a difficult market to break into for some new technology.
It is, yeah. So we're servicing organizations who have seen an organization use 3D visualization and 3D experiences, but can't do it themselves eventually. So our feature really is the really underserved organizations in manufacturing and infrastructure. So Rolls-Royce, despite all their financial might and capability, need an alternative solution for visualization to enable them to present really complex designs of nuclear power stations to governments, regulators, members of the public. In terms of expansion from there, that's going to have to be bolstered up by product enhancements. We're trying to go through the point where it's entirely self-serve. So right now it takes 4 weeks to onboard a customer. It's a little bit of a long process, hence the enterprise approach. But the plan is to offer a solution that is a 3D scalability out of the box. So once our customers are in, it's really sticky and it's really hard to replace. Otherwise, you can scratch and recruit a 50-person team and find all sorts of IT hardware and software essentially. But you're right, it's really hard to get into these companies. So it's like Rolls-Royce, it's actually General Electric, it's a long sales cycle. So we're actually looking for generally some help on penetrating this market though, because it's hard work.
Right, before we come to Paolo for a question, quick one from here. Do the shortest answer you can.
So I think, yeah, how uniqueness. I think it really opens to, the knowledge that we've all kind of, as a team, we've sorted over for the last sort of 4 years really. So it's the magic sauce in a mutual that automates the conversion of design data into visual rich 3D experiences. So we've saved over it for years now and raised a bit of investment to achieve this. So I think that's
the under advantage is basically math, is what you're saying.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Paolo, what's the question?
Last year, September, you contacted me to invest. So I introduced you to my sister, which is one of the largest interior designers in Portugal.
Yes.
She did a demo with you. Apparently, it didn't go very well because she didn't want to buy the service. So tell me, last year until now, what happened?
Yeah, so last year we had delusions that we could go straight to B2C. That wasn't the case. So the product needs more enhancement, it needs more investment to get to the point. So just website sign up, it just works immediately. So it's been sort of we've sort of I guess moved those delusions from back into B2B enterprise sales with large companies who have the headspace, time, and budgets to deal with us as an asset essentially, which is the Rolls-Royces, Hitachi's, and others in that space. We do plan to come back and go back into architecture, engineering, and construction, and interiors, of course, 2027 onwards, with a little more maturity in the products behind us. Yeah, it needs a few more money to get to that point.
That was a tough question. You did pretty well with that. I'm very proud of you. All right, Nigel, round us out.
Yeah, so just building on that, you've done the enterprise key, really hard work, well done. I wish I could do it that easily. So you're going to go down into sort of small mid-market. Where are you going first? What's your ideal target customer segment for this next phase?
Yeah, so I think beyond infrastructure and manufacturing, it's really architecture. I think engineering and construction. So there's a major need for this in architecture, both exterior and interior, of course. Essentially, we have evidence that need over the last few years, just haven't been able to meet it just yet. So we have pipeline ready for this point. Also, once actually this scale, we have pipeline of about 100 architects who are asking for this, but we can't only deliver it because we need to go out and that's
And the SaaS product, presumably you can just repeat it.
that's
You will price to Thank you.
I've got a question that might be completely delusional, but most of my family are architects and interior designers. My sister's currently studying architecture at university. And what I was thinking the whole time was this could be quite interesting to sell to universities as a product. Is that something that's completely out there, or something that you've actually thought about and thought, actually, if you can get this into 18-year-olds just starting up in their learning architecture, that could really speed up their learning process and make a lot better architects again?
Yeah, 100%. So we have actually run sort of paid feasibility studies with Ravensbourne and Canopy University. So we're really keen to get into the academic space with this. We actually have instilled the use of geometry in the architecture design courses at Canopy University. We'd like to sort of onboard more universities as quickly as possible. But although I guess we're a limited headcount, we are struggling to sort of find the resource to sort of drive this into our people. There is an opportunity there. So. Hence the going back to achieve this.
Anyone from the crowd?
I've got another question. Are you worried about generative AI and being able to convert BIM data into nice visualization? But obviously that's going to be 2D, but you might solve a lot of what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think it will certainly solve the need for perhaps sort of rapid visualization in architecture, perhaps in areas, perhaps engineering. But yeah, the real-time components and the immersive sort of freedom that we offer our customers is I guess one of the killer things about our products and one of the USPs. And we actually do welcome generative AI. We're going to investigate that with Master the usage on AI through stability and through Adobe's own generative solutions. So we see it as actually a feature in the products to turn a still of Amitri's real-time experiences into a photorealistic, customized render, essentially, with where you can sort of change your foreground and background and sort of make those design changes, essentially.
Yeah. We're also at the forefront of Gen AI by using sort of all the data that CAD provides and run through Gen AI to create landscapes, cityscapes. So if it's labeled a park, you might be able, an architect might be able to just create a park without being able to sort of design it. And that would be really useful if you're just designing a house and you want like what the surrounding area might look. So that's the thing that's missing in most CAD models.
Absolutely, and sort of help us achieve more of a SaaS model and more of a self-serve model. We're looking into the use of NLP to interpret our customers' CAD data, understand what materials are called in the CAD file, and then use generative AI to create textures that correspond to those material descriptions, and therefore we have a fully automated, entirely self-serve solution where materials and textures are authored at runtime for our customers. We don't have to get involved. It's super scalable, and we don't do optimize 3D visualization of it.
We're also using. Oh, yeah.
Let's call that a wrap. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, we're a founder short. Don't know quite where he's gone. It's a little bit late for us. No matter. But okay. So if you're a founder, gave the demo today, could you just come and stand here for a sec? I promise it's not too scary. Come on, box of block. Okay, Paolo, who are you giving this to?
I think there was a decision, no? You need to
Well, they're voting at the moment. Okay, so everybody, please go into your Mentimeter, pick your favorite demo out, and bearing in mind, Paolo's going to give them a hug. No, you didn't get, oh, sorry. I'm going to give them a hug, a book, and a David Paolo. So, at the moment, it's a mood tree. Michael, you're looking for yourself. Is that what's happening? Okay. So, this is accolades.com. Get some voting. Think of it like X Factor or something, I don't know. How do you think it went today?
I thought better than this, but
That's pretty hard, right? This was your first demo night, right? How did you feel it went today? Did you do okay or did you do amazing?
amazing.
I thought you did amazing. Come on. I was pretty sure how much, to be honest. How do you feel it went today? You don't do it.
It's good. It wasn't a bit sort of dancing you and sort of like books in but it's good practice.
Paolo, how many demos, pitches, and other investment things have you seen?
Thousands.
Thousands. How do you think?
I think they were great, and I see a lot of entrepreneurs winning a lot of business plan competitions and pitches, but then they never receive money and they never focus on clients, which is a very important thing. I see track record of entrepreneurs. I won that competition, but clients. So I didn't focus on clients. So I think even if you don't win a business plan competition or demo day, doesn't mean anything. It means that you had an experience and you were there to talk with people. If you win, don't get addicted just to business plan competition. Focus on clients.
Good advice. All right, what does it say behind who's getting the book? Who's getting the book? You're getting the book? Okay, come on. Come on, round of applause, please, for the winner. The People's Choice. Yeah.
You got it. You should talk.
I'm going to come and get a picture.
Okay.
All right, they're ready. They're ready.
She's with AI, it's not possible to anticipate the future.
I know. We'll work on it. That's next. There we go.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
You have to give her the
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it. Okay. she's ready.
Okay, so there's still some things, there's still some people, there's still some lovely people to meet. The demos are finished for the evening. We would encourage you to spend time with each other and start to build this community here in London that has been looking for a while. For those of you that want to go to the pub, we'll see you at events. Please come and talk to any of the team at the office. We have a lot of good company, have a vote, like, or feedback. Yeah, we'll send to you. Thank you very much, everybody.
No, we can
Hey, sorry, I just nice to meet you, Lawrence. I was just working back. I didn't actually know about the event, but it's right on my street. I just wanted to explain what it was and what I missed.
So, the team is writing all these questions about the right. So, there's one question that